Welcome you back to Black Site Live. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, also hit that notification button, comment on this video. Police last night killed Portland suspect Michael Reinoehl in the killing of Trump supporter a few days ago. This is heartbreaking to watch in the United States, that we are now at each other's throats. We have progressive liberals and conservatives fighting in the streets. We have members of ANTIFA fighting against so-called alt-right. And we are doing this all over an election. Some is blaming it on the police because of the George Floyd killings, Breonna Taylor, and others who have been killed by the police in the past. But the Patriot Prayer man who was killed should not have been killed. He was set up. If you saw the video, it was a setup. They wanted to kill a member of this so-called alt-right organization. This man, Michael Reinoehl, had the audacity to go on television and tell everyone that he had to kill the Patriot Prayer member. He did not. That was a complete lie. And when the police went to his house, the Marshals, outside of Seattle, Washington, he had a gun. He was ready to die for his cause, and they took him out like they should have. I'm tired of these left-wing organizations who are being supported by the mainstream media, who's being supported by Joe Biden in his campaign. These stormtroopers, these brown shirts, are running through the streets of America, putting fear through Americans' hearts. And now the Biden campaign is saying, if you don't vote for me, these protests, these riots will never stop. It almost seems like they are blackmailing the American people into voting Democrat. They believe that they have the higher ground with these protesters in the pandemic, which has destroyed the economy. So they're going to use these tactics until election day. But these tactics are hurting the everyday American, the average American, who needs to put food on their table. So now we have a soft civil war, kind of like a Cold War in America between Republicans and Democrats, who are fighting over ultimate power to run America. This is terrible to watch, but we have to understand, if we don't come together, this country will fall. And this is what many countries around the world have been waiting for. In China, Russia, Iran, is that America will tear itself apart. And we're doing it every day. This man should have been arrested as soon as the crime was perpetrated. Yes, they tried to arrest him. He ends up dead. But now we got a so-called martyr for Antifa. He will be considered a martyr for the cause, a martyr for Black Lives Matter, in their cause of destroying this country called America, in which we live. This has to stop. We can't have this going on in this country. At one time, when we had elections, whoever won. If they won, you handed over the keys to the person who won. When George Papa Bush lost to Bill Clinton, you didn't see any fights. Even the George Bush, Al Gore, Chad election, it wasn't like this. But the heat has been turned up so high because President Trump is in office, that anything goes in this country. You can use any tactic. You can use violence. You can riot as long as you succeed in winning this election. This is sad to see. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site Live. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.